Hello everyone, this is your girl Brown Sugar Candy 2007, and basically you guys read the title, so basically that's what I'm going to talk about. And I really need to do this because I've been in too many type of emotions as of lately, and god damn it, like I literally have my mic on the oddest fucking spot right now, but I don't really care. It just need to stop to act right. Anyway, I've been feeling all type of emotions like since yesterday. First, let me tell y'all, I don't go out too often, and when I do, I take pride of it in it. I go out with my peoples, just to have fun because, like they say, you know how they say when you go to sleep, it takes away all your pain and everything you're going through for at least a few hours. Well, basically, that's like what going out does. It helps you toss away all the bullshit and all the pain or anything you're going through, even just for that one night, to make you feel good and all that other stuff. So let me tell y'all, I went out with my peoples, y'all know me, I like to dress, pretty good, and, as good as I possibly can to make myself feel good, because if y'all don't know, I went through a whole lot of bullshit, when I was younger, and still even till this day where, people ask me like dumb questions or, because I don't have that much of a, the body like some of these other people or females and stuff, and they make you feel like complete crap, basically, like, first let me say, basically, like, when I was in high school, middle school, I feel so much like crap that I basically, here I go with that again. I wore nothing but just huge tees and the most, baggiest pants that I could find, and, just to feel like, if they gonna find me unattractive, I might as well just wear baggy clothes and blend in with the guys, and that's exactly what I did, and even that didn't still work because I was still getting hit on, even with wearing the big fucking shirts. I'm like, oh my goodness. So, I'm starting to gain a little bit more confidence in myself. I mean, it's still not that easy, to be honest. I don't like showing much skin, to be honest. It makes me feel uncomfortable, and because I don't have that many assets as some females do. So, honestly, there's too many people out here nowadays that are, judging on what a female has rather than, her mind and what she thinks, and like it's steadily annoying because everybody is so, not everybody, some men are quick to say, well, if you don't have this and that, you're unattractive. And like, they don't even look at the fact that maybe the female has a brain, maybe she can actually, she's thinking and she's pretty, smart, blah blah blah. They're just ready to look at the other things that you have or you don't have, and that's steadily annoying. So anyway, let me get back to this. Basically, I dressed, what would make me feel good in, and basically I had on this like little top, just a little, cute top, looked like a flower. I mean, it was built like, how flowers have all these layers and stuff, and it was kind of made like that, and basically like a little fell in the front and a little fell in the back, and it was showing stomach on each side, had my little belly piercing and everything in, and I had my little tights and my shoes on, and my hair up on the side, looking like, basically like a rock star, and my color showing. Coincidentally, my color matched my pants, and basically I went in there, immediately started getting compliments. Oh, you look nice in that red, and blah blah blah. And of course the eyes, the hating eyes, like, oh my gosh, man, like, what do y'all have to hate on? Like, I'm not here to hate anybody. I'm not here to like make you feel below or anything like that. I'm just here to have fun because I don't really get out too often. Like, I really don't, and when I do, I want to do it to have fun, with my family and my peoples and stuff. So anyway, I didn't dance for the first few hours. Luckily, me and my peoples got it for free, VIP. It's like, nah, it's VIP. But we was on a guest list, so we was able to get it free. So, we got it free. And, we didn't dance for a few hours, but then, we started getting in the flow. And then, it has a downstairs and upstairs. So, we were dancing a little upstairs, a little downstairs. So, we go downstairs and we start dancing and, blah, blah, blah. So, like, basically, I just had this dude that's just been eyeing me. This guy that's just been eyeing me, like, through the whole party. And that always happens. And they, like, tend to follow me and just be like, they're waiting for me to walk away from my people just so they can get me alone. I'm like, oh my gosh, that shit always makes me nervous. And then, like, oh my gosh, I need to hurry up, put some lotion on my legs. My body, man, I'm literally in a towel right now, but I don't care. I need to get this done. So basically, like, this one dude, I mean, he was like really attractive. I'm like, oh my gosh. Like me and my people go downstairs, we was standing around a little bit, and he comes downstairs and he does like this little like chin swipe, like it's like a little cute chin swipe, like, and then he did like he blinked his eye, and then he did like a little thing with his mouth. I'm like, oh my god. Whew. So I was blushing, and my peoples and was looking at me like, ooh. I'm like, don't look at me like that. I'm blushing. So I get dance and have fun. I didn't really want to go in there to dance with anybody. So basically, when I don't want to dance with anybody, I just go more towards the wall because I don't want to dance. But so anyway, first of all, let me say, when I was upstairs, this dude tried to dance with me, and I didn't want to dance with him. Like, he tugged my arm. I'm like, get the fuck off me. I don't want to dance with you. It's always that one drunk idiot in the club where when you go, he's annoying. And basically, that's what he was. Because he went downstairs, too, with my people, and he tried to get a dance with me. And then he had the fucking audacity to say, because of the way I was dancing, which wasn't even that, like, obnoxious or anything like that, I dance like a damn dude. Like, I party like a damn dude. Shit. And he basically said, oh, well, he told my peoples, well, because of the way, after my peoples pushing them away, like saying she don't want to dance, I'm like, I'm pushing them away, and then my peoples pushing them away, saying she don't want to dance with you, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, I don't, like, get the fuck away from me. Because by then I was dancing with the dude who did that to my chin. I'm like, oh, shit. So, like, he started getting mad, and, like, I'm like, again, one of those drunk fools who can't handle their alcohol. So yeah, he started acting a fucking fool. And then basically he said, well, I got a gun and blah blah blah, and like, I'm wondering why my peoples was fucking me, telling me we gotta go, and the party wasn't even over, excuse me. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, they like, you got a gun. He threatening, and he got a gun, we need to go now. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I started thinking, that's some motherfucking bullshit. Like this city, the city I used to live, isn't a crime-ridden city at all. Like, the most you'll hear is maybe a store getting robbed, and that's like every few, not even a few months, like every year. Like, this city has literally no crime at all. Like, you can literally be 15 years old walking all the way to 7-Eleven by yourself, and nothing will happen to you. And that's just how, like, and it's at that, it's like, I mean, I'm not trying to sound like an asshole, but it's a white built city. So basically, you're gonna see a lot of fancy shit and mansions and shit. So I'm like, you trying to be hard in a city built around white folk? Like, are you serious, dude? Like, you crazy as shit. Like, go ahead and try something, because the cops around here, they're bored as shit. They will get your ass, dude. They don't like bullshit. Like, cause they used to like, try to mess with my bro, curse him out, get the fuck out of my face, blah blah blah. Y'all can look me up. I ain't got no motherfucking crime, blah blah blah. Records, I mean. And I'm like, ugh. So he tried to really be hard. So we had to leave the party, and that pretty much pissed me off after that, because I had to leave the party. And I feel like when I don't dance enough and I don't sweat enough, I waste an outfit. I don't like wearing a fancy outfit and it's not being used on anything. So anyway, we left. I was pissed and I was going off, kind of like that night when the dude was in the car. One of my mom's friend and my peoples and all that. So we was in the car, obviously. I'm a little still twisted, not drunk, twisted, still cared enough to cuss your ass out. So yeah, like, I was going off on him. Like, he was saying, he was just talking shit about people. I don't like when people just sit there in the car and they just steadily talk shit about somebody else. And then he had the nerve to start talking shit about, like, my people, pastor, and all this other shit about what he used to be in the back then, and blah blah blah. And then he started saying shit about, like, he was saying some other shit. I had to pull up that audio to find it, and I just started going off. I was ready to push this nigga out the car. Like, if you don't shut the fuck up right now, we'll push your ass out on the highway. And I don't really like this dude. Like, every time I see him, I mug him. And he always try to pull some, well, I raised you when you were younger. I curse out when people say stupid shit like that. Because then nobody raised me. I don't care how many people or dudes have been around, or, whatever. The only person that has raised me is my mom. Not sorry ass sperm donor. but my mom. That's the only person that raised me. Nobody else raised me but my mom. She raised all 5 of her kids. So anyway, yeah, that night ended shitty, and I was pissed, and yeah, pretty much. So what else? Oh, let me just speak on this too. This ain't, and I'm just also upset at the fact that in the city I used to live in, they completely transformed so many things in the city. It don't make no sense. Like, it's hardly anything there that you can call historical, but a few roads and like maybe a few buildings and stuff like that, because they've completely destroyed it and made what needs, like, if y'all don't know, T.C. Williams, I know y'all heard of it, y'all seen the movie Remember the Titans, blah blah blah. Everywhere we go, the people wanna know who we are. But let me not start. So basically, they tore the whole old school down. That school is no more. The original principal of the Titans, Mr. Porter, called us the best class and all that other stuff. And then he ended up retiring like some years later after that. So anyway, yeah, the school is completely gone. They basically took the old school and turned it into a parking lot. And then they pushed the rest of the school on the other side, and now there's really nothing historical about it. So if you were hoping to come here and find some history in it, you really won't, because all the history was back in that old building. But yeah, I tell y'all, we did that dance at our graduation, that whole dance, and that singing the song and everything. Oh yeah, and y'all know Petey, the little spunky one in the movie. Oh yeah, that's my people's too, my cousin. And I didn't even know that till like years later, Petey. And then I seen him in the picture with the actor that was playing him in the movie. And then like I used to like talk about, like we had this teacher that would just tell us like, you know, where all the Titans were and, you know, blah blah blah. And that was like a really fun experience. But anyway, I'm straying off. So I just want to talk about that shitty night. A night that went from good to bad. I went from good to bad to worse, and basically led to me bawling my eyes out, because I'm already stressed, and like it just doesn't seem like nothing has been going right so far. And I'm trying my best to start 2015 out and hoping that 2015 will be positive and good and be like a fresh start. And so far that has not boded well, and nothing so far in 2015 has gone right at all. And every time you try to be strong, like, it doesn't happen. You just get pushed right the fuck back down. Sometimes I just lay there and I just say fuck it, I give up. And I truly am to that point where I'm just saying I'm just giving up, because I really just cannot take this anymore. I really can't. And so it hasn't been good for me. And basically I was just letting all those emotions out, and I spent like 3 hours and a half bawling my eyes out and crying. Right now my eyes hurt a lot, and my eyes are a little swelled up. Well, maybe not just a little. Let me see. Okay, they're swelled up quite a lot, and they hurt because I've been crying. And then I kind of made myself a little sick from it, because yeah, I was just in so much emotion. And then on top of which, I started thinking about my brother, and every time I think about him, and saying I'm gonna be stronger for you, you know, I'm not gonna cry, and and I go back and do it, I cry even harder, because I failed, and I know he wouldn't want me to be down here crying, but it's just so hard to, like, you know, say you're not gonna cry and, you know, go through all these type of emotions towards someone that was just like literally the life of everything, and will have you laughing and everything, and his personality was just out of this world. And like the fact that I never got to tell him like a whole lot of things, you know, before he passed away, like, hurt even more. So like, you don't even know what happened to me as a kid, man. Nobody really knows. The only person that knows is my twin bro and my mom's when we was younger, and my sisters. Other than that, nobody else knows. So, you know, if I would have told my brother, he would have been out for blood. I bullshit y'all not. And when I mean blood, I mean kill. And okay, let me pause this for a second so I can get some damn clothes on. Okay, I'm back. This video is going to be extremely long, I can already tell. So yeah, 2015 has not been good for me. I pretty much bawled my eyes out from the weight and stress, and it's just been like, you know, I try to cover everything up with a smile as much as I can, and there actually are some days when I'm happy and blah 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 and stuff, but there are some days where I put on a fake smile just so, you know, people won't wonder and be like, what's wrong? So anyway, let me get on to the next thing. YouTube Spark. Yes. Oh gosh. Anyway, YouTube Spark. If y'all haven't been noticing, my uploads have been coming like 2 weeks in between each month. And it's because I feel like I'm slowly losing my spark from, you know, from making YouTube videos, to be honest. Literally this movie and stuff, it's just like what's literally keeping me going at the moment. Not even Fight to the Top is keeping me going right now. I'm just like thinking about completely dissipating the whole show and just being rid of it, to be honest. And I don't know, man, I just like a lot of things tell tall tales of it, and you know, the lack of everything, and I don't know, just like the lack of everything has just been telling tall tales. And like I actually thought about bringing my Saints Row story back because of this weird ass dream I had, but now I'm just not like in it, because, you know, if I don't have an audience, like, what's the point in doing something if I don't have an audience for it? And the editing takes like forever. Really, with any big project for me, you know, editing takes a bit. So you know, I don't want to like spend like hours on end, days on end editing for people to keep throwing bullshit at me about, you know, it's not like the Saints Row 2 story and blah blah blah. Like, that's literally all I was getting, and I really just like that. Like, I understand like opinions and stuff, but, you know, saying shit like that can really make me feel like complete utter shit, and just make me feel like, you know what, I'm done. So basically that's what I did. Basically here I go with that shit again. It made me feel like shit, and it just made me kill off the whole story, because I told myself if I was gonna keep having to read these type of comments and, you know, hear this, then I'm not gonna continue on with it, because I'm tired of reading it. You know, I'm really extremely tired of reading it. So I could, you know, completely killed off the story, and there's just like maybe a few people left that would view the story if I were to bring it back, and I just don't feel like it needs to be completed anymore if I'm gonna receive the same responses. And I know it's not like motherfucking Saints Row 2, because motherfucking Saints Row 2 and the differences between Saints Row 3 and 4 is just not there anymore. So obviously, you know, I don't have oh man, my throat feel like shit. I don't have the same angles and things that worked in Saints Row 2 that are in Saints Row 3. So obviously I had to make some big changes to make everything fit as you know, as it was. So anyway, yeah, I got too much shit for that. So bringing that story back is not on my, you know, to-do list anymore. I just don't have a big enough audience for it, and I don't want to sit there spending all this time editing and using my own weekends to edit when I'm not getting any responses, or I'm going to keep getting some responses saying it's not like Saints Row 2 where it had more movement and blah blah blah. Like, you know, I thought the whole purpose of a story was to read it and not pay so much attention to the movements, because, I mean, I don't know, that's just me. I mean, fuck. I don't need pictures to tell me a good story. So anyway, let me see what else. Yeah, anyway, I just feel like my spark is slowly dissipating. If you guys don't think it's dissipating, leave it down below. I just think it's just slowly dissipating. This is why, like, I haven't been in the mood or anything to edit videos, and this is why you've been getting videos like 2 weeks in between, because I know a lot of people ain't feeling it with the responses and the comments and stuff I get, and I still have to answer a few comments and stuff that I haven't. And again, it's because I've barely been on YouTube, and like I literally scroll through my feed like one time, and I don't go on to the next list, and then I just log completely out, and then I'm done for the rest of that day, because I'm just like, nah, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. So yeah, if you guys think I should just come back onto YouTube, then I guess leave it down below. Do you think I'm losing my spark? Well, not do you think I'm losing my spark. Do you think I should continue? Because I don't know, man. I'm just not feeling as uppity as I used to on making videos. It feels like a task and a job more than me actually having fun. And this is supposed to be something that I was using basically to get away from all the stress and bullshit, and that hasn't bode too well thus far. Okay, so let me move on to the next thing. Oh yeah, I told y'all I'm venting. Like, I really don't care, and whoever feels because of what I have to say, well, you know, I'm not taking the time out to give a shit, because this is me venting, and I need to vent because I'm in too many emotions right now. Okay, so basically, this is what kills me about the CAW community with some people. Now, when this is how I feel, like me, let me say me, personally, I know I've gotten better with paint tool and among other few things and stuff like that, but I still don't put myself above anyone else. You know, I really don't. It's just not in me to do that shit. And that's how I've been feeling. Like, a lot of people have been doing as of lately. They'll sit there and just tear other people's creations apart. But I'm looking like, how the hell are you going to do some shit like that when, like, you started out that way and you weren't that good? Now, obviously, it may be easier to get more ideas for your creations nowadays for people that are just entering this community, because look at all these ideas and shit that float around. Back then, it wasn't so easy. But, you know, I give mad props to the people that had, you know, the different ideas back then. Nowadays, it just seems like everybody just are so bent on wanting to, I don't know, just like to not be themselves, and just, I don't know, just like, you know, I changed my attitude, you know, and, you know, when I start, you know, got tired of people coming at me and, you know, all this other bullshit. But I didn't change it to the point where, you know, it was obnoxious, and then people just like, you know, you changed, you know, but it wasn't for the good. Like, you didn't change, you know, you changed for the bad, and, you know, I just, you know, don't like you anymore. And I'm not sitting there saying I don't give a fuck and blah blah blah. My change is, you know, basically, I did say it a little bit on my Isam account, in poetry terms, of growing a backbone and having, you know, the difference between having a backbone and being an asshole. And there's a difference, because people think, you know, growing a backbone means be an asshole to everybody, when that's truly not what it is. Because I've been learning my damn self. Growing a backbone just means you're becoming a stronger form of self of what you used to be, but you're doing it in not such an obnoxious tone where people hate you, but they know, you know, not to, you know, fuck with you, or not to get on a certain side of you. But, you know, I just feel like a lot of people has been changing for the bad. Not enough people are doing their own thing. Not enough people are, I don't know, they're just not doing it. They're just doing more you know, of the I want to fit in more than I want to do me. I want to be different and stuff like that. And then, you know, just start exchanging all type of stupid words, and mainly on Twitter, where everybody fights about followers and blah blah blah. The thing about Twitter is not really hard to get followers, like, at all, because on Twitter it's not YouTube. Twitter is not YouTube. You don't have to do much on Twitter to get followers. You don't have to do shit, because anybody will follow you. It's not like YouTube. YouTube is the real test, because YouTube, you have to actually get people to like your content, to view your videos, to like what you put out. If people don't like it, they're not going to subscribe, and you're not going to have many viewers to view your things, and you're not going to get many comments, blah blah blah. Twitter is easy. You can get about 1,000 favorites and retweets instantly like that, because all you're doing is just showing pictures or this and that. So it's real easy to get people to follow you, or, you know, to favorite your shit and blah blah blah. But not on YouTube, where, you know, you have to actually have a whole capture card and, you know, all this equipment you know, to showcase your creations. So yeah, it just killed me how people can just go back and forth with bullshit like that. I'm just sitting here like, well, if you guys are sitting up here fighting about followers and all this other dumb shit, well, go on YouTube and let's just see, because YouTube is the challenge, not Twitter. But besides all that point, that's not the point of this. The point of it all is y'all need to fucking stop, because it's really irritating. Follower count and all the other bullshit does not determine you as a good person, because like I said before, anybody can follow your ass. Is your personality, and if you have a different personality and your personality stands out but not obnoxiously, then people are going to give you respect, and people are going to follow you, and people are going to like you. Because I don't know about y'all can hate as many people as y'all want to, think what you want to, but in the end, I'm thinking about supporters, people who support you through your work, support your work. And many people don't think like that. I think like that, regardless of how I may feel about a certain person. But even then, I don't even feel that way about people anymore, because I'm just like over this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to be over this bullshit. You know, I don't have time for it. So yeah. And then, you know, the tearing of other creations apart, and I don't know, like, it's really easy to make your call. This is not real life, you know. It's really easy to make your call skinny. It's really easy to give your call a fat ass and all this other bullshit. But I mean, like, so, you know, when people tear each other down and, you know, my call is thicker, my call is skinny, or my call is blonde, I'm like, are you people fucking serious? Do y'all just realize how stupid this shit sounds? Because anybody can give their call a fat ass, anybody can make their call skinny, and give them this and that, big breasts and blah blah blah. I'm just like, y'all just see how stupid this shit sounds? Because it sounds really fucking stupid. Really fucking stupid. And it irritates me when people just have to sit there and tear each other's creations down, because that's not even in my fucking nature. To sit there and just tear people creations down. I mean, I don't know. I may dislike a few things and say I don't like this and that, but I'm not going to sit there and pick your car apart. Well, her hips aren't bigger. Well, she's a skinny bitch. Well, she's a fat bitch. Well, she's this bitch. She's that bitch. She's not good at paint tool and blah blah blah. Because like I said before, half y'all motherfuckers was in this spot in which from the people that you're tearing the fuck down. So I don't even know why so many people are talking this much shit when you were in that spot not too long ago. And on top of which, you have a lot more to work with than what the people that are still, you know, that were in the community a long time ago had to work with now. So y'all need to honestly give this bullshit a rest and get over yourselves and grow a backbone, but don't be obnoxious with the shit. Have some motherfucking calm with your words, man. Because it's annoying trying to see everybody with the same type of attitude. And I'm sitting up here saying, looking like your character is supposed to be this, but yet you're portraying this type of attitude. Like, who the fuck are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going to portray your character, then portray your character right. I only know only so few people that can portray their character right, which I'm going to give you much respect for the people that can portray their characters right. And my Mimi's newly friend, Amber, she's probably like the quickest learner, and she plays her character to the T. She's one of the people that plays it to the T that I love. So much respect to her. And if y'all don't know who that is, that's Little Tinker Lori. So I'll leave her YouTube channel down below. She plays her character to the T in personality. So, and a few other people that, you know, play their characters to the T. So Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. This video's got extremely long, 30 minutes long. Well, 29, well now 30 minutes long. And I just really needed a vent, and I don't know if this is gonna make me feel that much better or whatever may make me feel after this, but I just really need to get it off my shoulders, because I've been stressing like crazy and been trying to put on this fake ass happy facade of being the happiest person in the world when I'm not. On most occasions. My throat is just really not where it's at right now. I feel like I got a whole lot of cold, and I guess it's because this weather is so fucked up. Like literally last week it was free. Like it's like every week. One week it'll be extremely hot, it'll be in the 70s, and then the next week it'll be cold. And then I'm like, what? I'm wearing shorts now, PJ shorts, and wake up and be freezing the next morning or something. I'm like, this is crazy. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Y'all just need to get yourself together. Basically my offline bullshit, online. Y'all need to get yourself together with this shit. Let's stop throwing followers and all this other bullshit at each other, because at the end of the day, Twitter is just Twitter. When all is said and done and everybody just abandons Twitter and goes back to YouTube, like what are some of you gonna honestly do? Because like I said before, Twitter is that spot. It's just the easiest place to get followers and the easiest spot to get people to favorite things and comment on your things, as YouTube is, because YouTube, you're actually putting everything in video format. You have to actually have content that people are gonna like and find interesting, and that's different than what they're normally used to running into. So I don't know, just the respect to the people that are holding it up and, you know, doing their character and stuff like that, and no respect towards the people who just, I don't know, it's just bullshit, man. But basically that's how the way I feel, and I know with each of these rant videos or whatever video I want to call this is going to make somebody upset, but honestly I do not care who it makes upset, because I'm all about keeping it real, but to, you know, a certain level of not being obnoxious with it, where I'm just like, I hate your car, I hate this and I hate that and blah blah blah. I do be obnoxious sometimes in my rants where I'm going off, I do admit that, but you know, not to the point where, you know, people are like, I hate your guts and blah blah blah, and you know, at least not from the people that are cool with me. And some people just don't care if they lose friends or not. I don't know, man. I'm just like trying to be over this shit, and I'm trying to keep positive, because I can't take any more of this negative bullshit or negativity, because I'm sick and tired of it, and we're all getting too old for this bullshit, and y'all need to have some fucking calm with y'all shit. Like, y'all need to have some goddamn calm with it, and calm the fuck down, pipe the fuck down, stop tearing people creations apart that aren't like yours because you were once in that fucking spot as they were, or just stop doing it, period, for the way their car looks, because at the end of the day, that's their car. Whether they choose for their car to be thick or whether they choose for their car to be skinny, that's their creation, that's the character they want to portray. So let's just not sit there and be like, well, you're a fat thick bitch, or you're this and that, or you're a skinny bitch and you need to be like a thick bitch, or you're a thick bitch and you need to be like a skinny bitch, or a blonde bitch. And I'm just like, shut the fuck up with that shit. Basically, that's me. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. I'm like, oh, roll my eyes, shut the fuck up. Yeah, I can vent and rant on Twitter, but I'm gonna vent and rant on YouTube, so you can hear my voice and you can hear me. Anyway, man, I have like the fattest headache right now. I'm gonna take me 2 Tylenols. I think I kind of bawled my eyes out to a little sick, so I feel like shit, and I've been drinking water like crazy. Also, because I did drink a little bit, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I wasn't twisted or anything like that, you know, so it was just, you know, nice little mellow feeling, but you know, everything else just piled on top of it, it's not giving us a good feeling. So anyway, that's it. Let me like not prolong this. If I missed anything, which I doubt I did, I'm just gonna leave it in the description, so make sure y'all read that shit, please. I don't write the description for my goddamn health. Or I'm gonna put it in the comments somewhere, I don't know, but yeah, just you know, watch that and see, I guess. But yeah, deuces, and hopefully I'll be feeling a lot better by tomorrow. I mean, I'm not like all how I felt earlier this morning and, you know, yesterday, but I do feel a lot much better because, yeah. So anyway, that's it. And hopefully y'all, if y'all got this far, well, props to you. And that's it. Yeah, that's it. Deuces.